on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Anytime from 10 to 6. Just the usual. A little wine, a lot of boring philosophical chatter.
Which usually turns into a bare-knuckle take-no-prisoners debate. Count me in.
Good. Will you be dragging Laura with you?
Well, not exactly dragging.
Well, then I'll have the entire department of parapsychology with me. Most satisfactory.
See you Sunday.
Satisfactory?
Most satisfactory.
It's all right, Mary. I'll clean it up myself.
I love his house. He sorted all on his own?
Took him years.
It would on a professor's salary. You gotta admire him for staying in this neighborhood, though.
Hey, wait up.
Celia, don't tell me you're crashing this party.
What do you mean crashing? Professor Randolph invited me.
No kidding?
What, you surprised? You're the one who turned me on to his philosophy and ethics course.
Well, yeah, but since when have you ever taken my advice?
The Apostle Paul wrote, "Prove all things, hold fast that which is good." By prove, of course, he meant test or challenge, only after rigorous inquiry. Well, speaking of rigorous inquiry, everyone, here's Laura Wingate, J.J. Stillman, and Celia Powell, their teaching assistant. We've been eager for some lively discussion on science and the paranormal.
Well, we'll try not to disappoint you.
Oh, good. Fortify yourselves with wine and cheese, and we'll have at it.
Oh, it's good to see you again. Oh, I think I'll have a little later tonight.
Wonderful collection, isn't it?
Hypnotherapeutic Techniques in the Treatment of Schizophrenia by
John Jeremiah Stillman. It's JJ's psychology dissertation.
John Jeremiah. Who'd have thought? To Nolan Randolph for his support and inspiration. I'm impressed. Golden Bough, Diaries of Holocaust.
Quite a mixed bag. I wonder what he's studying.
Evil. Its nature, its very essence. Evil is not merely a philosophical concept, but a very real elemental force. We dare not surrender to it.
So who said anything about surrendering? We persevere, keep up the fight.
Yes. And you're right, of course. The battle continues, as it must. Celia, Laura and JJ have told me a great deal about you.
I categorically deny everything.
Oh, none of it was worse than the stories I can tell you about my former students.
Oh, you don't want to hear about those.
Sure we do, don't we?
Oh, we do. We most certainly do.
There are other guests.
Oh, heck with them. Come on, dish.
What is it?
All right. Nothing broken.
Ask the others to leave. Go on.
I'll call the paramedics.
No. No doctors.
It began about 3 months ago. Since then, I've seen every specialist, taken every test, all negative. This battle is all my own. This evil is trying to possess me, destroy me.
During these attacks, what are you experiencing?
Only a contest of wills, a struggle against a terrible, malignant force.
What do you think it is?
An evil spirit, a demon.
Can you describe it?
It hides its face. If I could only see it, confront my enemy.
Maybe we can help you see it. Your eyes are closed. Body is relaxed. Where are you?
In a dark place. Cold. There's a malevolence.
It can't reach you. Won't touch you. Do you understand?
It will not touch me.
You're going to see through the darkness, Nolan. You're going to see it. You will not be afraid.
I am not afraid.
I am not afraid. You do not command me. You cannot defeat me. I cast you out!
It's gone. A demonic intelligence. Ugly and foul, yet cowardly and pathetic. It couldn't face me. Here's to a battle won.
Let's hope.
Nolan, how can you be sure it's gone?
It fled from me. I've been studying cases of possession. And in many instances, challenging a demon head on was sufficient to send it away forever. Look here. London, 1583. An exorcism was performed on this woman and an evil spirit was cast out. The key, apparently, was to make the evil spirit manifest so that the priest could confront it directly. Now, had they your hypnotherapeutic expertise,
This is mine! Waiting 4 years. I'll have it for royal destroyer!
a few cuts and bruises. I'd say it was a miracle I wasn't killed. Except the word miracle implies something favorable.
And what kind of attitude is that? What happened to never surrender?
As a philosopher, I should know better than to speak in absolutes.
And I know you better than to think you're actually giving up. Get some rest and I'll come back and see you tomorrow.
What's that?
That's everything I could find on demonic possession. I even dug up some books Nolan doesn't have.
Are you convinced demonic possession is what we're dealing with?
Nolan's convinced. It carries a lot of weight with me. If nothing else, it's a place to start. What have you been up to?
I've been chasing down some leads on my own.
Such as?
Well, this demon, or whatever it is, said he'd been waiting for 40 years. JJ, do you know about Nolan's childhood?
Sure, he was an orphan, a delinquent. Moved from one reform school to another. Then at 20, he turned his life around. Made something of himself.
Do you know what the incident was that opened his eyes?
Yeah. He got into a knife fight, nearly got killed. Made him realize he was throwing his life away.
That fight was 40 years ago in a rundown boarding house. The same boarding house he bought years later and is living in today.
So what, you're saying that this demon is the ghost of the guy he fought? Back for revenge?
Well, that was one guess, but I checked that guy out. He's alive and living happily ever after in Nevada.
Oh, so much for your revenge theory.
Yeah, but I have another one. I was wondering, what if this demon is a manifestation of Nolan's own guilt?
Guilt? What's he got to feel guilty about?
A violent, traumatic past?
Which he overcame and which he doesn't deny. Laura, he's been to psychologists.
No, he says he has.
He's not capable of lying.
I didn't say he was lying.
Then you're saying he's deluding himself. I see no evidence of that.
Well, can you rule it out?
Who's ruling it out? I just think you're wasting your time.
Well, it's my time to waste. JJ, you know how I get when you tag me for jumping to conclusions.
For being too emotionally involved, which I obviously am. I do admire the man.
No, you idolize the man.
JJ, it's just on my way to get you. What's today's lecture?
The Franklin ESP experiment, so don't let me run over. I'm heading to the hospital afterwards. He's at Randolph.
Huh? He's not there.
What?
I just came from the hospital. Professor Randolph checked himself out. You didn't know?
No. I wonder why he didn't tell me. Cover my class.
But I don't know anything about the Franklin ESP.
Here's my notes. You wing it.
But I can't read your writing.
You're leaving.
Sooner or later, this evil will succeed in killing me. I cannot prevent that, but I can prevent harm from coming to others.
Don't do this.
It's already done. I've submitted my resignation, withdrawn my savings, and deeded everything else over to the university.
Where are you planning to go?
I have no plans, other than finding some place where this demon can hurt no one.
Then you're letting it win.
I know I should rage against the dying of the light, but I have no rage left.
I've got enough for both of us.
No.
It's Kate. She's had an accident. She's dead.
Oh, dear God, no.
She was driving in an icy patch, they said. Oh, God. Everything's falling apart.
Oh, let it all go. I'm here. You're not alone.
I'm not leaving. We can overcome this thing. You chased it away once.
It's stronger than I am.
But you're not alone. We can join forces.
How?
I can link us in hypnotic rapport. I'll be right there with you.
Suppose the demon conquers us both.
It won't. It hasn't been able to beat you alone. What chance has it got against both of us? You've given me inspiration and strength for years. please don't deny me this chance to give some back.
Oh, Celia, hi.
What's so engrossing?
Well, I was looking into Randolph's past. That came up empty, so I started checking into the history of Randolph's house.
Makes sense. This whatever it is only seems to happen at the house.
Yeah. The house was built by a family named Williamson back in the 19th century. They had only one child, a son, James, who died when he was 20. But by all reports, he was an exceptionally young man. True gentleman, poet, scholar, philosopher.
Oh, he sounds an awful lot like Professor Randolph.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? You know, maybe we're looking at this from the wrong direction. Well, when JJ gets back from class...
He skipped class.
Concentrate on my voice. Nothing else exists. I'm here with you. Do you see me?
Yes.
Nothing can reach us here. Do you understand? We're safe here.
I understand.
The evil is here.
We cannot overcome our combined will.
JJ. JJ, it's Laura. Where are you? What do you see?
The demon.
Describe it.
It's horrifying. It's covered with welts and scars.
JJ, your perception is linked with Nolan's. You're seeing the demon as he sees it. Now, I want you to look closer. See its real appearance.
No,
You know what I am.
you are evil. Wickedness incarnate.
Liar.
Destroy it. Banish this monster forever. Help me!
Look at it, JJ. Find out the truth.
I have to know. Who are you?
Ask him.
He is Nolan Randall.
And who are you?
My name is James Williamson. I was born November 5th, 1853. I died May 23rd, 1874. I was 20 years of age. My life had scarcely begun. I refused to let death take me, and so my spirit remains in this house. For decade after decade, then 40 years ago, I found this man dying in this very room in which I had died, his soul ready to flee his body.
You pushed it out. You murdered me.
No, I merely took this shell of flesh that you were about to leave behind.
You don't know. You don't know. I might have lived.
Is that true? And this demon, you knew all along.
Yes.
40 years. I've been waiting, gathering strength. I want what's mine.
This body you inhabit is his.
Look at him, JJ. Ignorant, vile, he is evil. In his short, wretched life, he's brought only pain and suffering to others, whereas I have accomplished much that is good.
Is it justification? Does it balance out what you've done to him? If your students asked you that, what would you tell them? Because I'm your student. I need an answer.
I've always trusted you to find your own answers. But trust you now.
There's no barrier. Take what's yours. You heard?
Enough.
Why'd you take my side?
Your side was in the right. Some free advice. Don't try to pass yourself off as him. You'll never put it over.
I don't want his life.
There's money on the desk. Take it. Go somewhere they don't know you. You've been given a second chance. Don't throw it away again.
Go to hell.
I'll catch up later.
They've just moved into a new apartment with a devilish past. Now she's expecting, but they never expected this. A blessed event becomes an unholy nightmare, and Rosemary's Baby, part of the Festival of Evil, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Rod Serling hosts Night Gallery, next on the Sci-Fi Channel.